Alright, so I want to talk about this movie that I just saw recently, and it's a really weird one for me to do a review of, because I've been wanting to do one for a while, but I found myself laughing when I watched this movie, as I was watching it, I should say. In the movie Contact, Jodie Foster plays a research scientist who wants to find aliens. Newsflash, she finds aliens. Amongst the signals that they catch from the aliens coming through space, they find plans to make a structure. What the structure does, they have no idea, but they decide to build it, because why the fuck not? Yeah, because if the Unabomber left, parts for a detonation device lying around, I'd just construct it, because why the fuck not? Anyway, all bad ideas aside, they construct this giant rotating death trap and drop a ball into it. Why? Why? Why couldn't they have just set it in the middle? Why do they have to drop it? The sheer mechanics of this doesn't even make sense. She's gonna be bashed to death by those arms, which look like they're traveling at the speed of light as it is. Anyway, she goes for a ball drop. Now prepare for a lot of extreme close-ups of Jodie Foster. She's got a jawline that's only rivaled by the mountain, and her voice is really, really annoying. I want to say that she was miscast for this role or something. All personal stuff aside, she's not really my type, but, you know, hey, maybe she's a good actress. I don't know. I don't want to watch enough of her movies. So she spends about an hour yelling good to go while she's close to passing out, which does that sound like that's good to go? They go ahead and proceed anyway. What the fuck? Now here's the real summary of the movie. Woman yells to herself in a bubble for 15 minutes. Here's when I want to focus on the back restraints to the seating arrangement in the ball device. She's got a suit that locks her in, but you notice that she mentioned the ride starts to feel a little bit like she's riding on the Top Thrill dragster, yet they didn't even think about putting headgear on her. A strap, a helmet, nothing. But then again, they probably assumed she didn't need it since she didn't have any brain anyway. After several Wayne's World extreme close-ups into her nasal passage, Jodie Foster gets transported into a world entirely composed of, guess what? Green screens. And it's inhabited by that one homicidal maniac from that movie Disturbia. No, not Shia LaBeouf. This guy. Mr. Squishface himself explains to Jodie Foster that they don't even know who invented the teleportation device, or that they were there before them, and now I know where the plot from Mass Effect came from. Why she was there isn't important. She comes back and no one believes her because her camera stopped recording after they gave her the Tower of Terror treatment and the cool little ball. So they just go on living their lives like it didn't even happen. Here's another thing. I mean, and they construct this totally inefficient and illogical structure to drop balls like it's the damn Plinko game in Price is Right, and they just forget about it and never even use it again. Next up is Jodie Foster in Mass Effect 4. Old woman spends her remaining years trying to convince the world she didn't have a hallucination about traveling to another planet. I swear, I got sucked through a wormhole in a ball. I saw my dad and he showed me shiny sand. Hey, shut up, you stupid bitch. We wasted $50 million constructing a giant turnstile for you to get dropped in. Hey, why don't we just fire it up again? I mean, it cost us so much money, but I mean, it's already ready. I mean, let's just put Rodney Dangerfield's remains in there. I mean, he's always talking about how he gets no respect. That's an idea, but how about...
I should go.
In conclusion, they wrap up the movie by dedicating it to Carl Sagan and leave it up to interpretation. I don't know really why I was allowed to watch this movie in elementary school, since I went to a really strict Christian school that only let us watch G-rated movies. And I'm pretty certain this one was PG-13. My assumption is that there was a lot of religious symbolism, so I thought it was okay. I mean, I've always been into sci-fi and aliens, and I do remember liking this movie when I was younger. However, watching it again recently, I really have to admit, I got to the end, but the whole time, I was saying to myself,
I am okay to go. You reading me? I am okay to go. Okay to go. I'm okay to go. I'm okay to go. Okay to go. I'm okay. I'm okay to go. Okay to go. I'm okay to go.
I should go.